All right. So here on this channel, I'm going to be sharing about all the technology tools, just like last time we talked about Google AI Studio and how that can actually help you. And today we're going to be talking about Tana. And we're going to spend a lot of time on this channel talking about Tana because it's one of my favorite tools. I have been using Tana since April of 2023. So about a year and a half now. And coming up on the 29th of January, they are actually going to launch it. And so anybody can be able to use Tana without waiting on a wait list. You can just get in there and start using it. So now is a big time for me to share what I do with Tana every day, why I use it every day, and what I built inside of it, what you can build inside of it. Today I'm just going to kind of show you around what I did yesterday. Really quickly, going to try to stick to 20 minutes here. Let's see if we can bring this little puppy. Doesn't look like it. Okay, there we go. I got my timer over there. See if we can stick to 20 minutes today. Because I like to have these like 20 minutes with Tana. So yesterday I went on an affiliate webinar where we talked with the guys on Tana. And if you haven't seen their meeting integration, this is really cool. But it's even cooler if you have a system that's already set up inside of your Tana so that you can do some really cool stuff. So let me show you what I'm talking about here. So if I click on affiliate webinar here, you will see this meeting and there's a full transcription here. If I click on that, we actually have the full raw transcription right in here. You'll notice there's a couple of links in here. We'll talk about those links later. But basically, what Tana is it's really it's kind of like an AI-powered tool for you to do anything that you want in your life and in your business. And it all depends on what you build into it, right? So this is just an example of taking information from a meeting, right? You'll notice it's connected to a person here, Marnie, which is me. And then it's taken all this information from the talk. And what it's done is it actually found several items, action items, but I deleted a couple of them because they weren't really important to me. They're important to other people to do. And then it also discovered other people, other cities and states, so places, and other companies that we talked about while we were in our actual meeting. And so let's really quickly look at this task. Now, normally you might just have a simple task, but because I've actually built an entire system inside of Tana, this task can do a heck of a lot more than just like a normal task, right? So let's open it up and see what I have in my tasks here. So normally when we have a due date, we can go like this. We can click on here and we can choose a date. So let's do like next week. There you go. So that's a few clicks. And that's a bit of a pain in the butt, right? So I actually just wrote a little command in order to put things into what I call time stacks. These are my time stacks, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Those are kind of like time horizons, right? I actually got those from David Allen, GTD. We can talk more about them a little bit later, but basically what they allow me to do is just click on this and it puts the time in there. So if I wanted to put it like 3 months from now, I could put it on the 30K and it would change that time to that time stack. But let's just put it back to next week. Also, you'll notice an impact rank. And that impact rank because I'm neurodivergent, it's really important for me, anyways. I don't know about other people, but for me, it's important to know how important something is in my life to actually get done if I'm the one responsible for doing it, or even if I'm waiting for somebody else to do it, right? And so this actually has an impact rate of 96.4. How does it get that? Well, we're not going to dive too deep into that today, but it's based on the system that I built in here. And that system is based on something that I started building back in 2002 when I was using Daylight. I was the world leading implementer for Daylight for about 10 years there. And then I started implementing Podio, and then I started my own startup, Entire Task. And then I decided, you know what, I'd rather somebody else just build the technology. And then if they give me the tools to be able to build my systems inside of it, that would be good. Turns out that's exactly what Tana did. So my system also includes kind of like the way that I work, which is this desire to know how important something is. And that's actually created from the area that it's attached to. You'll notice it has a number 9, and the goal, and it has a number, and then the project, it has a number too. And then there's several other like algorithm things that help it to get to this number here. And then also the priority of the individual item. So now I can know exactly how important something is, right? Also, I like to know if like I'm working on it or somebody else is. So that's why I put waiting on hold. And then, I filled out, why am I waiting for that? And I'm waiting for him to send us that link. So I know that I don't actually have to do that, but somebody else does. So if I actually go forward in time, which we will in a minute, to next week, then we'll actually be able to see this task showing up next week on Wednesday. And we'll do that in a second too. But it's attached to Braga here from Tana. It's attached to Tana. And it's got this time stack of this week because I did that right there, right? And I also attached it to this Tana affiliation because we're talking about the Tana affiliate program in this. So that's a more complex action item that you could build in here if that's something that you want to do. Or you could just have a simple task and, like a checkbox of something that you need to do. But it's important to understand that with Tana, you can pretty much do whatever you want to do, which is really cool. I put in some notes here, also attached it to another project that I'm working on. And so there you go. Now let's go back to the rest of the day here. Oh, first of all, I said that task would show up next Wednesday. So let's actually look at next Wednesday. So let's go 29. And in a second, there's references. We can see there's that task that needs to be done. And it also popped up on my due today. I love that. It's so nice to be able to have information like that just all laid out for you. So let's go back to not today, but yesterday. And you can see that, you know what? I need to look. Did I do my 7,000 steps? I don't think I did my 7,000 steps yesterday. I did not do my 7,000 steps yesterday. But I did do exercise, so I can take that off. And I did do red light therapy, so that's done. You'll also notice that I keep my recipes in here. Yes, because recipes were part of my day yesterday. And I'm also a trader. I trade digital currency, and I have a little crypto fund that I trade that in. So let's look at that. Like, that's kind of weird, right? Why would somebody do that? Well, again, in Tana, you can build whatever you want. So I can see that I started off my trading at that amount. I ended at that amount. So I want to know my P&L. So I can just click on the AI and it tells me that I lost 36.29 and it tells me how I got to that. Now you can turn that off, but I kind of like to see how it got to the answer. And our percentage growth was I lost 14% yesterday. So it wasn't a great day. And oh, target balance. Like, how much should I have made yesterday? Well, if everything was going well, I would have made $14, which would have been 6% of my account, right? So these are the kind of things that you can build into Tana using the AI. And I actually I do all of my trading records here. Especially when you're like learning to trade, you should definitely, be recording very carefully. So, but the idea here is I just want to understand that with Tana, whatever you can think of, you can pretty much build in here. So like, Cast is a crypto company that I really like because I can cash out of Hyperliquid into my Cast card. And so I like it so much. Whenever I like something, I want to be an affiliate, right? So I actually created a super tag and these little colored things here. If you don't know what they are, those are super tags. We'll talk more about those in other videos. But what I did was I created an affiliation. It's green because it has to do with money, right? And so I know the affiliate status, the links to the program information, and all of that fun stuff I have right in here. And then as I was going through my day yesterday, I found something and it gave me an idea for something to do. So I just popped that in there and I attached it to an organization and I might do something with it later. So I'm actually just going to give it the tag of idea so that when I go into my quote unquote ideas later, right? So if I click on here, I can see all of the ideas that I have, and then maybe I can turn them into tasks or projects or goals, because right now they're just ideas. Let's go back to today and actually go back to yesterday because we're talking about what I did yesterday. I also keep track of monthly finances inside of Tana. So I got Screen Studio, which is what I'm recording this with right now. And I got that yesterday. That was the time period when it bills. And then my next bill is in February. But I can go to my monthly finances and there we go. I can see my income. What was there? There's one, an income right there. And then I can also see my outgoings and the ones that have actually been paid, ones that haven't been paid, all of that fun stuff here inside of my Tana, because that's important to me to track that information, right? And I'm going to go back to yesterday again. And if we go back here, we can see that I had some other tasks to do. And I did some trades yesterday. So that's a quick overview of how I use Tana on a daily basis, how I used it yesterday. So if I go to today, I'm using it a little bit differently today and actually haven't put this video in there, which is just for now, I'm just going to call it Smart Guides Intro, and I'm going to call it YouTube production. Video production. There we go. Video production. And you'll notice I have my time stats there, but now I have a couple of other ones that are specific to this super tag. And this one is a business process where I actually go through and produce the video. And so, for instance, this is recorded in Screen Studio, right? Um, And I just did that. So I've started to work on the video, and now throughout the rest of my day, I can just go through here and do all the things that I'm going to do. And again, we can go into that another day. But I just want you to understand that whether you're using this personally or whether you're using it for a business, there's so much that you can do, and it's so amazing. All you need to do is you understand how things fit together, how they work together, data structure, all that fun stuff, and how to put that into the AI and Tana. And that is what I am going to share with you on smartguides.ai. That website is just about to launch, probably next week. And for the meantime, you can see me on Twitter, Marnie Melrose, Marnimelrose, if you want to follow me there. Or you can follow me on YouTube. Smart Guides AI is the channel there. And I hope that you will join me in learning all of the different cool ways that you can use Tana in your life and in your business. And there's some really cool stuff that I can't wait to show you guys.